Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am making for dessert a easy, super easy peach cobbler. So y'all come on in, grab your chair, and come hang out with your girl for a minute. We're making a super easy peach cobbler, and today I'm going to be using the Del Monte, the 20-ounce can of peaches. This is the pan I'm using, so it's not super big, so it's not a real huge peach cobbler I'm doing today. I wanted something sweet, y'all, and I had everything for it. And I said I'm going to make a peach cobbler today. It's been a while since I made one. And today is the day. I have two cans, one smaller can, but I'm going to see how this can works. So we're going to dump that on in. And while that's heating up, I'm going to turn it up a little. Turn it up a little. And then we're going to start adding our ingredients. So we're going to add in some vanilla extract. And I love vanilla extract, y'all, so I kind of eyeball it about that much. A little over a teaspoon. We're going to add in some unsalted butter. Add that on in. Do y'all like peach cobbler? Let me know in the comments. We're going to add in about a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. About a teaspoon. We're also going to add just a little pinch of salt to control the sweetness. And I'm going to add about a fourth of a cup of light brown sugar. I'm eyeballing everything today, y'all. So I'm going to start with that much, and I'm going to stir it, and I'm going to taste it, because you know that the peaches be kind of semi-sweetened in the juice. You can see in here. And I'm going to give me a little spoon and taste it to see if it's sweet enough for my taste buds. And it is. For me, it's perfect. So it's not too sweet. It's just right. So I'm not going to add no more. So while we waiting on this to come up to a boil, what I'm going to do is get my pie crust ready. And why I say it's super easy, because I'm not making a homemade crust today. I'm going to use these Pillsbury pie crust today. Bring this on over here. Now, y'all, I tried the peach cobbler and the dump cake. I didn't too much really care for it, you know, because I'm a crust girl. I like the crust on it. So it was okay. I would give it like a 4 out of 10 for me. But I do rather the, you know, crust, whether you make it homemade or you buy the already made pie crust like I'm doing. So we have two. And I set them out about 30 minutes before I started this video. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to spray the bottom of my baking dish like that, so nothing don't stick. And I'm going to lay this here, and I'm just going to adjust it. Thank y'all for watching my channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, press that subscribe button. It don't cost a penny with a hole in it. And that fit perfect in this size pan. And I'm going to just sit this to the side, y'all. Well, what I'm actually going to do is preheat my oven on 375 degrees. And I'm going to let that warm up for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna blind bake it. So I'm going to put it in there so it could, you know, start to bake a little. And I'm going to put some little holes in it so my pie crust don't fluff up. And I'm going to put them at the bottom and around the sides. Super easy, y'all. Happy Monday, the beginning of a week, a new week. And I pray everybody have a blessed week and that all of your prayers be answered. So yeah, just like that. We're gonna blind bake that sucker as soon as the oven warms up. This is our second one. That's gonna be our topping. I'm gonna sit that to the side because our cobbler then came up to a boil. So what I'm gonna do is get me a spoon. And I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna do about one tablespoon of flour to 1 tablespoon of water. Just to make like a little paste. So we're gonna thicken that broth up. We're gonna thicken it up. I do not like a peach cobbler that's real runny at the bottom. So we have a little thick paste. And you just take out how much you want. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of the flour and water paste. I'm gonna allow it to cook a little bit. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, if I should add the other can to it. I don't know. Shout out to my amazing camera guy, my son Tyreek. He go back to school on next Wednesday. I think I told y'all that. So I'm gonna have to find me a little camera stand, y'all. Go to Best Buy and find me a little camera stand. Look like it's kind of trying to clump up on me. So what I'm gonna do is add a little more water and make it like a paste. I didn't have no lemon to squeeze a little lemon juice in it, and that's okay because it's not too sweet at all. I only use about a fourth of a cup of light brown sugar. Let me see, it's still gonna look thick enough. See, the first one I used, it kind of clumped up a little because I think it should have been a little loose like that. So I'm gonna add that. And see what that do, y'all. Do y'all like peach cobbler? Let me know in the comments. I'm just pulling out any of these clumps. I should have made my slurry a little more looser than that thicker paste. Because some of it kind of clumped up. And if I see it, I'm going to pull it out. I love a good peach cobbler around Thanksgiving, y'all. Peach, I have to have a peach cobbler, a pecan pie, and a sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm gonna go ahead on and put a little of this juice in here. Stir it up. And just add a little at a time. Now I'm gonna leave it alone and let it cook for about another 2 minutes. So my oven is, leave it there. So my oven is heated now. I'm gonna go ahead on and put my crust in there. Yeah, there's no cooking of dinner today, y'all, because I had the red beans yesterday. If y'all ain't see my video, go back and check it out. I had red beans and rice yesterday, cornbread. So we have leftovers today. When I cook on some Sundays, most of the time we have leftovers, so that's what they're gonna have today, if they want it. So it looks like it's kind of thickening up. And just pull the rest of that slurry in there. And get in the kitchen and experiment, you know. I don't like to hear people when they say, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that. Baby, I started off just experimenting in the kitchen, and my grandmother was a good cook, and that's where I learned too, you know, a lot of things from between my grandmother, my aunties, and my mama. And most of the time when I get in here with little recipes, I just experiment. Like if I had some pecans, I put some pecans in there. I sure would. All right, that's looking about right to me. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is, while my pie crust is blind baking, I'm gonna get this second crust out, and I'm gonna start putting my little slits in there. I'm gonna make some little lines to put on top of my peach cobbler. How's y'all Monday doing? How's it starting off? It's almost over. It is here. It is 3. Is that 3? It's 2:50. So it's almost 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna cut this little end off. And I'm gonna just make some little, try to make them as even as possible. Just like that. Yeah, if I would have had some pecans, I would have put some pecans in there. I like to try different things, y'all. And who knows, it might be good. You won't know till you find out. So get in that kitchen and do some experimenting. Add different things, you know, to your recipe that you normally wouldn't. You'll be surprised. All right. I didn't set a timer on it because I'm on my pie crust, because I wanted to not get too brown, but just a little bit. Stirring them peaches up at the same time. That juice done thicken up on me, y'all. And while I'm waiting, what I'm going to do is start cutting some of them up. I don't like hard peaches in my peach cobbler. I like them super soft. Holiday time's about to be rolling up, y'all, so gonna be a lot of cooking in the kitchen. And this year I actually want to do something different than a traditional, you know. I gotta have my cornbread dressing, but other than that, I gotta see what else we might want different. Instead of cooking the same thing every year, some people do seafood balls, you know, just step outside the box and do something different. So yeah, I just cut some of these peaches up. I'm gonna get that crust out the oven in 1 second, because it's gonna bake in the oven too, so it's definitely gonna finish softening up, and they're already kind of soft. So, all right, it smells so good, y'all. All right, let me get that crust out of that oven, and we're gonna move on to the next step, y'all. Like them kids say, now what had happened is this crust done shrunk a little. And I shrunk down a little on me. So I'm going to turn off my peaches. And while it's hot, just start moving it around a little bit to stretch it out. I didn't know it was going to do that, y'all. Alright, it's not going to be super perfect, so what I'm going to do is start putting my peaches in there. And I'm not going to add a lot of that juice. So I have the spoon with the holes in it. I don't want it too juicy. I'm going to add some, but not a lot. That 1 can was enough. Again, that was a 29-ounce can. Ooh, it smells so good. I thought that one can wasn't going to be enough, but it is. We have a few more left. Have y'all finished y'all school shopping yet? I'm done. So see, a little juice did, you know, get in here, so that's about all I'm gonna add. It wasn't meant to be a super big one, so I knew it was gonna be little. All right. So what I'm gonna do next is just start laying out my little dough. Just start laying it like this. My mama loved peach cobbler. Oh my gosh. And you lay them whatever way you want. This is just the way I want to lay it. And if you want a bigger one, you just double the peaches. And then I'm gonna take it and go the opposite way. I'm gonna put one here. When I say super easy, y'all, this was easy. That's my oven. Let me know it's ready. Just like this. And we almost done. I had a few extra strips left. I think that's going to be good enough. See, y'all, it's small. It's not big. Because trust me, I don't need a real big one in here. I have some melted butter right here. And I'm going to put a few sprinkles of cinnamon in there. And then we're going to take it and we're going to just give it a good little brush with that center butter. Just like that. Now my kids, they don't eat peach cobbler. And me and their dad do. Are you going to taste it, Ricky? He said he's not going to taste it, y'all. Because I promise you, when I make sweets, I don't want to be left with all those sweets. So sometimes, y'all, I eat what I can and I just throw the rest away. Because I have nobody else to give it to. Alright, see how easy that was? Now, if I would have used 2 cans, it would have been sitting up pretty high, but that wasn't my intentions because I don't want to be walking all night. So into my preheated 375 degree oven for about, I'm going to leave it in there for about 30 minutes and then I'll check it once it's brown on top because the peaches are done. And I'm going to come back and show y'all our finished product. Okay, everybody, our peach cobbler is done. I left it in the oven for 35 minutes. It's nice and crisp and ready for me, y'all. So I'm going to give me a little piece. That crust is crusting. See, that's why I like to do the pie crust with the peach cobbler and not the dump cake because I love my crust, y'all. And with me spraying the pan, you see it did not stick. And I want everything that come out of my little square To me, it's just right. It's not a ton of juice at the bottom. Turn it around so y'all can see. This is how I like mine. So if you like yours on just like this without all of that juice in there. I didn't have no ice cream, so I'm gonna use a little Ready Whip today. Let's put a little bit on there, and now I'm gonna give it a taste for y'all. My favorite part. Get some of that crust. Still warm. It's delicious, y'all. It is simply delicious. That crust is well done. The peaches and the filling in the inside was not too sweet. Remember, we only use, I eyeballed it, but we use about 3/4 cup of brown sugar. This is perfect, y'all. This is so good. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all later.